Good morning. Welcome to the vlog today. Man, it's just a good day. Good day to be alive. Good country to live in. Let's get this thing started. I need two of me. I need to be in 4 places right now. Man, it gets crazy. Forrest is working on the house here on the inside. I had a guy come to me last night. I had been thinking the last week or so that these guys may be moving. It's a couple guys come in here for some jobs, and Russellville's a small town, and of course I like living in a small town. A lot of benefits to it. Of course, a lot of people see a lot of disbenefits, but they're going to move to Bowling Green. Now, Russellville is like, come about 8 o'clock, they roll the streets up, turn the signs off, and they shut her down and go to bed. I lived in a large city, and it's got its benefits. If 9 or 10 o'clock you want to go get something to eat, you just go get something to eat. Everything's open. But they didn't. They wanted to live in a larger town, so they're going to Bowling Green. So anyway, they come to me last night and say, hey, we're moving, and they want to get their deposit back. I was like, guys, it don't work that way. You're supposed to give me a 30-day notice. And I'm okay with you not giving me a 30-day notice, but, hey, when you move out, you let me know you moved out. I go in, check the place out. I got a cleaning lady. She'll come around, clean the place up. If we've got to do any repairs, patchwork, or anything that you've caused problems, and then all that comes out of your deposit. And of course, they wasn't putting that together. Well, they would just pay for that if there was anything. And I was like, no, don't work that way, guys. It's in your lease. And, these leases, a lot of times people just don't pay any attention to them. It's like, they don't mean anything. But they expect me to go by it, so I expect them to go by it. So I told the guy, just text me a name you want the check made out to. Give me an address where you're moving, and when we get done, whatever's left, I'll send it to you. And, that's just the way it is. And I said, if you look on your lease, it tells you I got 30 days to refund your deposit. Like I said, I'm just making some videos this week of rental property to kind of show you the ins and outs of it, what goes on with it. I'll be heading back to the house over there where Forrest is working, and we're going to get to painting. I've made it back to the house. I'm going to start working and painting before I trim the porch out and finish it. I'm going to take you and explain a few things back when we remodeled this house, why I did some things I did. Because I figure there'd be some people who's got some questions about it. But like in the bathroom, in these old houses, a lot of times the walls are plaster. And plaster, my saying is whoever invented that, they knew they was going to pass away before they had to start repairing it. And so they wasn't worried about it, because it is a nightmare to fool with. In this bathroom, I tore the walls and the floor to the studs. And that I put in new studs beside the old ones. These studs that are in this old house, they must be out of Bodoc, because you can't drive a nail in them. A nail gun can't shoot a nail in them. So I just re-studded everything beside of the old studs. Floor joists on the floor. I just put new floor joists beside the old ones where I could use that to nail into, because the other wood's so hard you can't do anything with it. But I put 10 on here because, like I said, we stripped these to the studs. Just took all the plaster off, and boy, it was a nightmare. Forrest and I retiled this bathroom. The reason we painted the walls like we did in that faux painting, and you'll notice here it's got like sheetrock mud dabbed on. Well, these plaster walls had cracked real bad, and had kind of gotten disfigured a little bit. And I Googled and what to do with troubled walls. And this was one of the suggestions, was slap sheetrock mud on, do a faux painting, and it'll hide it. So that's what I did in there. In here, and the same as the bathroom, the walls in here in the kitchen had gotten bad and just were in really bad shape. They were past doing patching too. And so Forrest and I, we busted the sheetrock off and went in and put tin on. The ceiling had gotten bad, so we did the same with that, put tin on the ceiling. If you Google, a lot of houses nowadays, they're putting tin inside the houses and metal in the roofs and the walls and different things. I've got another rental property that I put metal on the walls, and I did a rock hammer paint on it and painted it a tan color, and it turned out really good. Forrest and I, yesterday before we left, we glued the shelf, or the door, the cabinet door that goes up there. So we're going to put that back up. Forrest is getting everything patched up. You can see where he's been putting sheetrock mud on the walls, getting them smoothed back out. He started painting the baseboards all with white, and so that's what we got going on now. So just giving you an update on this rental property for you guys that are interested in rental property. We're going to interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you something new tools. Just got a call, and a few minutes ago my wife called me. Drain stopped up on a rental property in a bathroom sink, and I went by, checked it out, tried to plunge it, poured some acid cleaner, stuff to clean it out. It's supposed to eat anything out, won't budge it. It is locked up tight. And so I've been looking at these for a while, kept thinking DeWalt would come out with some stuff like this, and because I'm so loaded in DeWalt batteries and stuff, but I gotta have them. This is for toilets, and it's a 12 volt toilet cleaner, drain cleaner. It's got a 6-foot cable, cleaning cable. You don't have tools with it. You just have the spring in to go in and retrieve out whatever you got. I went ahead and got the 12 volt, the M12 Milwaukee fuel, the impact driver, because I thought, well, I'm gonna have 2 batteries because each of these come with a battery charger and a battery. I bought this as the naked tool because I don't need the battery. I've already got 2 now with these. So, so I use the tools and stuff. This thing here, I believe it's gonna be pretty awesome. And I don't know anything about it. I'm not familiar with Milwaukee. But I've wanted to get into the fuel line for a while. And it's got a 2-speed on it, push button tool speed. I think I really like that on the DeWalt, the one that's got the speeds on it. I like the size of it. Man, it's just really a neat little size, fits in your palm of your hand good. And so you'll just have to be watching for some uses on this when we use it. And because there's no sense in me going into big time reviews. There's other people doing that. I view my channel more as the real world. It's just we're out here using these things every day in the real world. So I got that, and then this is the one I'm going to go in with right now. So this one's made for sinks and tubs going inside. Runs off your 12 volt battery, your Milwaukee fuel battery. It's got 25 foot of cable, and so we got your trigger and everything. So I haven't used it yet. I just, from looking at it, you pull this back, locks that, you let it forward and it'll feed more cable, pull it back and it'll quit, and keep spinning so you can try to dig. Comes with, that's pretty cool there, comes with this bucket. And of course the charger. We got a battery and literature, and the bucket is it's not really sure about this. I'm sure that's some way to hold the tool, I guess, but the guy that sold it to me said, hey, this is for putting the tool down into. I bet it goes something like that right there. Put the tool in, and go into your job like that right there. So I'm going into this house. When people live in the place, I don't take you in. I don't even ask them if they care or whatever. It's just a matter of privacy and their things in there. Just like I don't take you into my wife's school. So I'm going to go in. We'll see if this thing will work. And I'll update you when I get done. We'll see what happens. Just be watching for further reviews on this stuff here and on the toilet deal. I just went ahead and bought all of it because these are things I get calls for all the time. Toilet stopped up, and these things look very convenient to just grab them. You know, keep the batteries charged up, just grab them, go into a house, and not have to take a bigger machine in or something. So y'all wish me luck. I'm going in. All right, I'm back at the house where Forrest and I are working. Got the drain cleaned out. I had poured this down the drain. This is really good stuff. It's like some kind of acid material, but it's for cast iron pipes. It won't hurt metal pipes. I'd put that in there. It says let it set for 15 minutes. I let it set for 30. It sat in there longer than that because I was working on the drain. I had been plunging on it. Couldn't get anywhere. I mean, it was locked up tight. So guys, I got to put a plug in for this Milwaukee machine. I set the machine like this. The house I was at had a little cabinet like this. And I was able then to just pull the stopper out of the sink. And I took the cable. Of course, this has got a plastic end on it. You take this plastic end off. I put the cable down just like that. I had these rubber gloves on like this. They're good thick textured gloves so the cable won't grab it. I've been working on, I had to wait for the battery to charge on this, and so I had to so while I was waiting on the battery to charge, I was up there plunging on it and plunging on it and plunging on it, and I could get nowhere. And I'm telling you, it was less than 2 minutes. And I'm drying the cable right now because the instructions said I can use it, dry the cable. And that's probably about how much cable I used right there, probably 4 foot. When I would plunge it, there was no give in it at all. And so I was like, man, it's bad. It's you know, something's locked in there tight. A small rag's gone down or what. So I don't know what went down. But I'm telling you, man, that right there, I mean, less than 2 minutes. I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a good product. I called my wife about it and told her, you know, how quick I got done clogged and all that. And she wasn't as excited about it as I was. She's not as excited about the new tool. I want to show you something else cool about Milwaukee. I bought a lot of DeWalt products, and I've never had one of these in the product, in the box or anything. You know how hard it is for your wife to figure out what to get you for Christmas or your birthday, and a lot of times they get you stuff you don't really want. Well, they took care of that. They sent this for the wife, and all you have to do is go through here and you just circle things that you know that you would like to have, and you just say, honey, you know, when you're going to get me something for my birthday or Christmas, I've got it circled. I've got it, you know, really easy for you. So that was really smart thinking on Milwaukee to send this for the wife. Well, it's been a pretty good day today, and Forrest and I are going to say bye. Say bye, Forrest. We will see you next video. I'm wore out and tired. Forrest, you tired? Yep. See you.